Hello and welcome to another Big Orbit Games unboxing video. I'm Chris and today we are looking at Magic's new set, Core 19. Core sets are back and we're all very excited about it. Some good stuff in the set, including lots and lots of Planeswalkers, including Mr. Nicky B. So, as a return to the core sets, it's kind of aimed at newer players. Just to kind of give people access to all the cards. And yeah, I mean, just looks like a fun set even for draft as well. So start off with a Take Vengeance, Rabid Bite, Gearsmith Prodigy, Shock, Doom Dissenter, Knight's Pledge, Marauder's Axe, Areskos Swiftclaw, Uncomfortable Chill, and a Hired Blade for our commons. As you can see, a lot of those are actually reprints. But because I'll be reaching for that part more. Got a Volcanic Dragon, got a Plague Mare. Oh, the mares are new, so there's one horse for every colour. So Plague Mare is the black one. Each of them have pretty interesting effects as well, so they can't be blocked by their enemy colour. And when the Plague Mare enters the battlefield, creatures your opponents control get -1/-1 at the end of turn, so fairly good effect. Nightmare's Thirst, and the Chaos Wand is our rare, which is a fun one. So 3 mana artifact, pay 4 and tap it. Target opponent exiles cards from top of their library until they exile an instant or sorcery card. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Then put the exiled cards that weren't cast this way on the bottom of that library in a random order. So yeah, quite fun. Probably a very, very fun commander card. And yeah, should see a bit of play. And we have the Nicol Bolas placeholder card. So normally you would get a land in this slot, but for some reason Wizards decided to put the this token card in place of the land in the pack and still put a token in the pack, which is an Ox token. It kind of makes drafting a little bit strange. It means you can't take the land out. There's also the chance that you'll get a dual land in that slot as well. So Revitalize, Colossal Dreadmore, 4/3 printing in, well, like 5 sets or something. A much needed reprint, obviously. Scholar of Stars, Catalyst Elemental, Skeleton Archer, Pegasus Courser, Knight of the Tusk, Uncomfortable Chill, Sovereign's Bite, Trumpet Blast, and that's our commons. Then we've got Knightly Valor, Vampire Sovereign, Vine Mare, so the green horse, and Ajani's Last Stand. So 4 mana enchantment. Whenever a creature or planeswalker you control dies, you may sacrifice Ajani's Last Stand. If you do, create a 4/4 white avatar creature token with flying. Or whenever a spell or an ability an opponent controls causes you to discard this card, if you control planes, create a 4/4 white avatar creature token with flying. So 4 mana, make your opponent play around it. Yeah. Then we've got a land and a zombie token. So Macabre Waltz, Loxodon Linebreaker, Daggerback Basilisk, Snapping Drake, Viashino Pyromancer, Child of Night, Gearsmith Guardian, Invoke the Divine, Dwindle, Hired Blade, and then onto uncommons. We've got Skyrider Patrol, Dragon Egg, Druid of Horns, and a Dragon Horde. This card is not going to be that good, I don't think, but I'd like it just because. So 3 mana artifact, when it enters the battlefield, when a dragon enters the battlefield under your control, put a gold counter on the Horde, remove a gold counter and draw a card, and tap it to add 1 mana of any colour. Then we've got Forbidden Sanctuary, so just a tap land, but dual colour, so always nice. Makes drafting a little bit easier, to be honest, with kind of I think it's every 3rd pack or so contains dual land. So Luminous Bonds, Plummet, Aviation Pioneer, Goblin Motivator, Skymarch Bloodletter, Starcrown Stag, Goblin Instigator, Wall of Vines, and Sky Scanner, and Box Stomper. We've got Siegebreaker Giant, Sleep. It's a really annoying card to play against. Just tap all creatures target player controls. Those creatures don't untap during the next untap step. It's just annoying. Stitcher Supplier, and then One with the Machine is our rare. So 4 mana sorcery, draw cards equal to the highest converted mana cost among artifacts you control. So potentially, yeah, draw, I don't know, 6 or so if you've got something like Immortal Sun as an example. More likely you're going to be drawing sort of 2, 3, 4 cards. Still not bad for 4 mana. And Highland Lake. And a beast token. So, Druid of the Cowl, Scholar of Stars, Boggart Brute, Child of Night, Lockstone Linebreaker, Plummet, Smelt, Bristling Boar, Manlith, Infernal Scarring. Then we've got Aerial Engineer, Herald of Faith, Fountain of Renewal, and nice Mythic, Arcades the Strategist. Yeah, 1, a green, a white, and a blue. And it's a legendary Elder Dragon, 3/5, with flying and vigilance. And whenever a creature with Defender enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. Each creature you control with Defender assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power, and can attack as though it did not have a Defender. I really like this. I kind of want to build it in Commander. Just Tribal Wall and just see what happens. Probably not going to be amazing, but it just seems like an interesting deck. Then we got an island and another Zombo. So Talons of Wildwood, Frilled Sea Serpent, Havoc Devils, Two-Headed Zombie, Cavalry Drillmaster, Oakenform, Smelt, Greenwood Sentinel, Marauder's Axe, Rustwing Falcon, and a Brawlbash Ogre, Doublecast, Millstone, it's back, yay, and Sarkhan's Unsealing. So 3 mana enchantment, whenever you cast a creature spell with power 4, 5 or 6, Sarkhan's Unsealing deals 4 damage to any target. Whenever you cast a creature spell with 7 or greater, power 7 or greater that is, Sarkhan's Unsealing deals 4 damage to each opponent and each creature and planeswalker they control. If anyone's playing Dragon Tribal in Commander, for instance, put this in your deck. It is really good. And yeah, just, I'm not sure if it'll see standard play, probably not, but in other formats, like more casual formats, and potentially in like draft and sealed, it can be really, really good. And Cinder Barons and a Knight. Salvager of Secrets, Fire Ellie, Epicure of Blood, Starground Stag, Talons of Wildwood, Active Treason, Wall of Vines, Gearsmith Guardian, Dwarven Priest, and Horizon Scholar. And we've got Heroic Reinforcements, Colossal Majesty, Hungering Hydra is our rare, which means we've got a foil as well. Okay, that explains why there's only 2 uncommons. Yeah, Hungering Hydra is our rare. So green and X for a 0/0, but he enters with X +1/+1 counters on it. Hungering Hydra can't be blocked by more than 1 creature, and whenever it's dealt damage, put that many +1/+1 counters on it. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's just going to get bigger. Much, much bigger. Good addition to a green deck. And then we got a foily Wall of Mists. Looks very, very nice in foil. And again, may have mentioned in previous videos that the foiling is a lot better than it used to be on these cards. They don't warp as much as they used to. Still a little bit, but you know, they can't be perfect. I mean, they could, but Wizards aren't going to spend that much money. Highland Game, Disperse, Hostile Minotaur, Skymarch Bloodladder, Mighty Leap, Daggerback Basilisk, Trusty Hack Beast, Ghost Form, Infernal Scarring, and Onake Ogre. Then you got Satire Enchanter, or Satyr Enchanter, I never know how to pronounce that. I guess it's Satyr. Dragon Egg, and Leonin Vanguard, and another Mythic, which is Ajani, Adversary of Tyrants. So 4 mana, 4 loyalty, Ajani Planeswalker, +1, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. -2, return target creature card with converted mana cost 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. And -7, you get an emblem with, at the beginning of your end step, create 3 1/1 white cat creature tokens with lifelink. So in any limited format, this is just disgusting. It's a pain to deal with, just with the +1. The -2 and -7 you don't care about too much, because if they've like got to 7 loyalty, that's already like an extra 6 power on the board. So yeah, I mean, he's not bad. Not bad at all. Not sure how much constructed play he will see. It depends on how good white creature-based decks are overall. So Divination, Electrify, Leech's Caress, Inspired Charge, Centaur Courser, Frilled Sea Serpent, Totally Lost, Hired Blade, Lava Axe, Root Snare, and then Reassembling Skeleton, Departed Deckhand, Aegis of the Heavens, and a Mystic Archaeologist. So 2 mana, 2/1, Human Wizard. The wizard tag is fairly useful. There are a lot of wizards from previous sets, especially Dominaria. And you can pay 5 and draw 2 cards. So, useful mana sink. I nearly forgot which pilot went in there. You know, Aven Wind Mage, Tormenting Voice, Infectious Horror, Pegasus Courser, Rox Oracle, Snapping Drake, Dwindle, Bog Stomper, Goblin Instigator, Naturalize, then Gravedigger, Volley Veteran, Bone to Ash, and Palaka Worm. Goody Limited, not much else. 7 mana, 7/7 with Trample. When it enters, gain 7 life. When it dies, draw a card. Pretty straightforward. The life gain is really annoying in Limited. I did lose a couple of games of pre-release because of that. But if you get it in your box, you might be a little bit sad. Wall of Mist, Sparktongue Dragon, Macabre Waltz, Take Vengeance, Titanic Growth, Gearsmith Prodigy, Naturalize, Field Creeper, Daybreak Chaplain, and then we've got Gutter Snipe, Sleep, and Rose Gloves, then a Runic Armor Saw, which is 3 mana, 2/5, Dinosaur. Whenever an opponent activates an ability of a creature or land that isn't a mana ability, you may draw a card. But yeah, pretty good. I mean, it's not awful. It's not great, I don't think. I mean, 3 mana, 2/5 is not too bad with upside. And it has a dinosaur tag, which can be relevant. So, again, like if you're playing something like Tribal Dinosaurs in Commander, you'd probably want it. But yeah. We've got a Swamp and a foil Centaur Courser. He's foil because he is the Centaur of Attention. Which has just given me the idea to actually foil out my entire Centaur Tribal Commander deck. So they really are the Centaur of Attention. So Havoc Devils, Infectious Horror, Gallant Cavalry, Colossal Dreadmore, Omen Speaker, Boggart Brute, Totally Lost, Mind Rot, Act of Treason, and Elvish Rejuvenator. Then we've got Poison Tip Archer, Lightning Mare, Stitcher's Supplier, and Goreclaw, Terror of Kal Sisma. So 4 mana, 4/3, Legendary Bear. So Bear Commander should be a thing, but isn't, because it has no bear synergy whatsoever. But creature spells you cast with power 4 or greater cost 2 less to cast. Most bears are 2/2s. So that automatically means he's not great for bear tribal. When he attacks, each creature you control with power 4 or greater gets +1/+1 and gains trample until end of turn. So good if you're playing green big stuff. The Cinder Barons and Knight. Short Strike, Skeleton Archer, Angel of Dawn, Oaken Form, Omen Speaker, Electrify, Explosive Apparatus, Trusty Pack Beast, Crash Through, Thornhide Wolves, then Dread, Green Seeker, Green Seeker, I need a speaker, Green Seeker, Aether Shield Artificer, and Ajani's Welcome. And the rare is Djinn of Wishes, 5 mana 4/4 Djinn, which has flying. When it enters the battle, well, it enters the battle with, I'm going to start that sentence again. It enters the battlefield with 3 wish counters on it. You can pay 4, remove a wish counter from Chin of Wishes, reveal the top card of your library. You may play that card without paying its mana cost. If you don't, exile it. So, if you're playing lots of high cost stuff, sure. Otherwise, you're paying 4 to exile and maybe play a land. Again, it's not awful, but yeah, I'm sure there's some use for it that I'm probably not seeing. But just the, based on what the card is in a vacuum, it doesn't seem great. So you've got Abnormal Endurance, Revitalize, Giant Spider, Essence Scatter, Catalyst Elemental, Leech's Caress, Sky Scanner, Daybreak Chaplain, Anticipate, Murder is uncommon, Arcane Encyclopedia, Girapur Guide, you've got Patient Rebuilding. So 5 mana enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, target opponent puts the top 3 cards of their library into their graveyard. Then you draw a card for each land card put into that graveyard this way. Yeah, I mean, decent-ish mill card. A little expensive at 5, but it does have the upside of you being able to draw cards as well when they ditch lands, so not too bad. Then we've got nice foily rare, Elvish Clancaller. So 2 green for a 1/1 elf druid. Other elves you control get +1/+1, and you can pay 4 and search your library for a card named Elvish Clancaller. Put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. So in standard, you could go like turn 1 Llanna or Elves, turn 2 drop another one and this, and then you got 2 Llanna or Elves and this, and then like you can just ramp into searching for this, and then everything gets +1/+1, and then everything else gets +1. Traditional elves. Not sure if they'll quite be a thing, considering Chain Whirler is a thing, but you never know. Avenwind Mage, Epicure of Blood, Luminous Bonds, Rock's Oracle, Salvager of Secrets, Tormenting Voice, Council, Duress, Smelt, and Thornhide Wolves. Got Plague Mare, Pyromancer's Cage, and Millstone. Then the rare is Valiant Knight, so 4 mana, 3/4, Human Knight. Other knights you control get +1/+1, and pay 5. Knights you control gain double strike until end of turn. It's actually pretty good. Might not see standard play or any sort of constructed play apart from tribal knights. But I mean, yeah, if you pull this in a limited pool, you are not sad. Especially if you've got like even just 1 or 2 knights to back it up. I mean, saying that, there were a lot of knights in Dominaria, so there is potential there. Got Fire Alley, Strangling Spores, Knight's Pledge, Rabid Bite, Essence Scatter, Goblin Motivator, Explosive Apparatus, Arreskos Swiftclaw, Crash Through, and Bristling Boar. Then Psychic Symbiont, Draconic Disciple. Wow, 2 gold cards in a pack. Haven't seen that in M19 yet. Blanchwood Armour, and then Lena, Selfless Champion. 6 mana, 3/3. Legendary Human Knight. When she enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token for each non-creature you control. Non-creature? Non-token creature. I meant to say non-token, obviously. Sacrifice Lena. Creatures you control with power less than Lena's power gain indestructible until end of turn. Yeah, a little expensive. Not a whole lot you can really say about it. Seems like they're trying to push white weenies again, but it's not necessarily working just because of what else is in standard currently, so we'll see how it pans out. Got Doom Dissenter, Mighty Leap, Centaur Courser, Tolarian Scholar, Shock, Walking Corpse, Gearsmith Guardian, Invoke the Divine, Dwindle, Hired Blade, then got Gargoyle Sentinel, Gastbark Twins, and Thud. And the rare is Open the Graves. 5 mana enchantment. When a non-token creature you control dies, put a 2/2 black zombie creature token into play. Well, create. If I read the card exactly as it was. Yeah, slow. Very slow. Could be good. There's the other one, which is like whenever a creature leaves your graveyard, create a zombie as well. So you could just like put stuff into the graveyard to then get it back from the graveyard, and then put it back in, and then get it back, and yeah, I just make a massive board. But it also seems like that might be far too slow in current format. Nice idea for a casual deck though. We've got Walking Corpse, Revitalize, Colossal Dreadmore, Scholar of Stars, Catalyst Elemental, Skeleton Archer, Daybreak Chaplain, Cancel, Sovereign's Bite, Goblin Instigator. Then Switcheroo, Diamond Mare, Tectonic Rift, and Dismissive Pyromancer. So 2 mana 2/2, Human Wizard. Again, the wizard tag is fairly relevant. You can pay a red and tap him, discard a card, and then draw a card. Or you can pay 3, sack him, and it deals 4 damage to target creature. Yeah, he's alright. Not great. Again, I do feel like I'm saying that a lot, which is a little bit disappointing. It's like, yeah, it's good, but not great. Inspired Charge, True to the Cowl, Divination, Sparkstone Dragon, Macabre Waltz, Lockstone Linebreaker, Sovereign's Bite, Onyke Ogre, and Root Snare, and then a Manolith. We've got Brawl Bash Ogre, Departed Deckhand, and Reliquary Tower, which is back in standard. Then we've got Demanding Dragon as our rare, which is a 5 mana 5/5 dragon with flying. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 5 damage to target opponent, unless that player sacrifices a creature. I do like this card actually. 5/5 for 5 with evasion is good, and either they sack a creature, which is always good for you, or they take 5. Obviously, it's whichever's best for them, but still, it's not exactly a bad outcome. So yeah, pretty good. So Pegasus Courser, Highland Game, Disperse, Hostile Minotaur, Skymarch Bloodletter, Mighty Leap, Thornhide Wolf, Skyscanner, Rushwing Falcon, a Chinese Primate is, yeah, just skipping far too fast now. Meteor Golem, Ether Tunneler. Then we've got a Goblin Trashmaster. I do like this one actually. So 4 mana 3/3 Goblin Lord. So yeah, other goblins get +1/+1. And you can sack a goblin, destroy an artifact. Pretty good. We've got a Skymarch Bloodletter in foil. Looks very nice. And a Knight token. So it should be in line for another Mythic any time now. So Cavalry Drillmaster, Titanic Growth, Aviation Pioneer, Hostile Minotaur, Two-Headed Zombie, Angel of the Dawn, Goblin Instigator, Wall of Vines, Skyscanner, and Box Stomper. Then Volcanic Dragon, Declare Dominance, Aegis of the Heavens, and Graveyard Marshal. Will this card make zombies great again? Who knows? It is a good card though. So 2 black for a 3/2 zombie soldier. You can pay 3, exile a creature card from your graveyard, create a tapped 2/2 black zombie creature token. It's just pretty good recursion. I mean, you're not getting your exact creature back from the graveyard, but I mean, you know, good enough to get 2/2 zombies sometimes. So yeah, I like it. It could be very, very good. And until rotation, there is quite a bit of support for zombies from like Amonkhet block, so zombies could actually be good. Daggerback Basilisk, Snapping Drake, Vishino Pyromancer, Child of the Night, Luminous Bonds, Plummet, Rustwing Falcon, Ghost Form, Bristling Boar, and Field Creeper. You know, Vigilant Baloth, Digraph Ghoul, and Make a Stand. Then we've got Cleansing Nova as our rare, so 5 mana sorcery, choose 1, destroy all creatures, or destroy all artifacts and enchantments. This is going to see a fair bit of commander play, definitely. Whether it makes it into standard is it could. I mean, at the moment, obviously, Soul of the Wreckage is better and will continue to be in standard as well. So it's whether you need the extra board wipes after the rotation once some of the other stuff has disappeared out. So might see it a bit more in the future. So Omen Speaker, Boggart Brute, Even Wind Mage, Epicure of Blood, Luminous Bonds, Rock's Oracle, Field Creeper, Oreskos, Swiftclaw, that word keeps tripping me up. Totally Lost, Bog Stomper, and Declare Dominance, Leonian Vanguard, Gaspark Twins, and Alpine Moon. I pulled this in my sealed pull for pre-release, and I was very sad because, yeah, it just didn't feel good at all. Not when everyone's playing basics and or just like dual tap lands, and they already had their other fixing out. I wasn't even playing it in my main deck, so 1 mana red enchantment. As Alpine Moon enters the battlefield, choose a non-basic land card name. Lands your opponents control with the chosen name lose all land types and abilities, and they gain tap, add 1 mana of any colour. Good in Commander, probably good in older formats as well, but not so much in Limited. So Highland Game, Disperse, Short Strike, Strangling Spores, Gallant Cavalry, Giant Spider, Smelt, Greenwood Sentinel, Marauder's Axe, Rustwing Falcon, and Draconic Disciple, Ether Tunnel, Suspicious Bookcase, best card name in the set, and a Desecrated Tomb is our rare. So 3 mana artifact. Whenever one or more creature cards leave your graveyard, create a 1/1 black bat creature token with flying. This card I was talking about, it's not zombies, it's bats. Of course it is. So yeah, I mean, you can generate a lot of value out of like this sort of 3-card combo of putting stuff in the graveyard and getting zombies, getting them out of the graveyard and creating bats. So lots of value, it's just whether that value is good enough. So Aviation Pioneer, Goblin Motivator, Skymarch Bloodletter, Starcrown Stag, Talon's Wildwood, Dwarven Priest, Tolarian Scholar, Vampire Neonate, Trumpet Blast, and then Psychic Symbiont, Reclamation Sage, Ravenous Harpy, and Vivian's Invocation. 7 mana sorcery, look at the top 7 cards of your library, you may put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. When a creature is put onto the battlefield this way, it deals damage equal to its power to target creature an opponent controls. Pretty good in just green big stuff. So 7 mana, just shoot her out, well not shooter, but just basically play something from the top 7 and kill something else. So of course you could whiff on the top 7, but I don't know, seems pretty good. If anything's going to get to 7 mana, it's going to be green. And Gaspark Twins is our foil. Salvager of Secrets, Tormenting Voice, Ginger Center, Mighty Leap, Centaur Courser, Tolarian Scholar, Lava Axe, Invoke the Divine, Gearsmith Guardian, Mind Rot. And we've got Mirror Image, Lightning Strike, Blood Divination, and nice Omniscience. So 10 mana even, I can count, honestly. 10 mana enchantment, you may cast spells from your hand without paying their mana costs. Yeah, that's a thing. A lot of people are going to be wanting this for Commander specifically, because you can just cycle through your hand so quickly in certain decks and just keep playing stuff out, and if no one has a way to deal with that, you're just laughing. So everyone else isn't having fun, but you are, and that's the important thing in Commander, right? So Wall of Mist, Vishnu, Pyromancer, Abnormal Endurance, Take Vengeance, Rabid Bite, Gearsmith Prodigy, Totally Lost, Hired Blade, Lava Axe, Root Snare, and we've got Sift, Felspectre, Inferno Hellion, and Amulet of Safekeeping. 2 mana artifact, whenever you become the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, counter that spell or ability unless its controller pays 1. And creature tokens get -1/-0. Not sure how good this is going to be, but it's a sort of interesting one. Making people overpay, and then if they're playing a token strategy, If they've got 1/1s, they're just 0/1s that don't do anything apart from block, so could be alright. Frilled Sea Serpent, Havoc Devils, Two-Headed Zombie, Cavalry Drill Master, Oakenform, Divination, Greenwood Sentinel, Marauder's Axe, Knight of the Tusk, and Uncomfortable Chill. Then we've got Siegebreaker Giant, Shield Mare, Skilled Animator, and Prodigious Growth. Is that a rare? So 6 mana, enchantment, enchanted creature. Enchanted creature gets +7/+7 and trample. Not bad for 6, but very, very easy to get 2 for 1. Especially if you put it on a weenie and then it just gets failed pushed or something. So in theory there should be one more Mythic. So we've got Shock, Walking Corpse, Cavalry Drill Master, Titanic Growth, Aviation Pioneer, Hostile Minotaur, Crash Through, Elvish Rejuvenator, Dwarven Priest, and Knight of the Tusk. Then we've got Militia Bugler, Lightning Mare, Suspicious Bookcase, and Lathlis, Dragon Queen. So 6 mana, 6/6 legendary dragon with flying. Whenever another non-token dragon enters the battlefield under your control, create a 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying. And it also has fire breathing. But for all dragons. That's quite nice. Yeah. It's alright actually, like, a little expensive. I don't think it's necessarily going to see standard play, but nah, I mean for Commander, it's good enough. Oh, and if you're totally lost, you can find your magic community. So, Electrify, Leech's Caress, Inspired Charge, Centaur Courser, Frilled Sea Serpent, Fire Elemental, Duress, Manolith, Invoke the Divine, Dwindle, then Reassembling Skeleton, Diamond Mare, Tectonic Rift, and nice, Liliana, Untouched by Death. So that is our 4th Mythic. 4 mana, 4 Loyalty, Lily Planeswalker. +1 is put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. If at least one of them is a zombie card, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Then -2, target creature gets -X until end of turn, where X is the number of zombies you control. And -3, you may cast zombie cards from your graveyard this turn. I mean, if it's really, really late game, somehow you've stalled it out or something so that maybe you got like 10 mana or something, and yeah, you can just play her and -3 her and just get all your stuff back from the graveyard, or at least like 6 mana's worth of it from the graveyard. So she's not amazing, but she's alright, I think. It's a tough one. Again, it depends on how things play out with just what decks people pick up and what just ends up being the most played, because that could actually influence how good that card is quite a bit. So Shock, Doom Dissenter, Knight's Pledge, Druid of the Cowl, Scholar of Stars, Pocket Brute, Explosive Apparatus, Oreskos, Swiftclaw, Crash Through, and Bristling Boar. Then we've got Herald of Faith, Rupture Spire, Druid of Horns, and another one with the Machine. So last few packs, if you get anything juicy. Two-Headed Zombie, Angel of the Dawn, Highland Game, Disperse, Short Strike, Strangling Spores, Anticipate, Infernal Scarring, Trumpet Blast, Naturalize. Then you got Exclusion Mage, Gift of Paradise, Fiery Finish, and Psy, Master Thopterist. 3 mana, 1/4 legendary Human Artificer. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying, and you can pay 2, sacrifice 2 artifacts to draw a card. Yeah, he's actually right. Like, low enough cost with decent enough payoff. Could actually see a bit of play. Obviously, the artifact set of artifact block of Kaladesh and Aether Revolt will be rotating in a few months at time of recording. But I mean, until that point, this could be really, really good. And obviously you can attack with your Thopters if they get blocked or die or something, or I don't know, someone sells the wreckage, whatever. You can just pay you to sack them in response and draw a card. So yeah, it's quite good. Be interesting to see him in like blue artifact EDH with like Tezzeret and stuff. Charlotte Knight, Lockstone Linebreaker, Plummet, Salvager of Secrets, Fire Elemental, Epicure of Blood, Daybreak Chaplain, Cancel, Sovereign's Bite, Goblin Instigator. Then we got Meteor Golem, Blood Divination, Gift of Paradise, and Liliana's Contract. I like this card, even though it's probably going to be awful, but extra win con for Shadowborn Apostle Commander. It's 5 mana enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, you draw 4 cards and you lose 4 life. That's acceptable. It's actually really good. Then at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 4 or more demons with different names, you win the game. Yeah. So the idea is you just play lots of silly demons. There are apparently 9 in standard at the moment. I have looked into this. So the other option is Arcane Adaptation, naming demons, and then just play with your normal deck. And play this in it as well. That could be a fun alt win con. But no, I like this card, even though it's probably going to be awful. But yeah, like I said, Shadowborn Apostles in Commander, where you're just sacrificing them to get demons out of your deck. That is basically just another alternate win con, so always good. Strangling Spores, Knight's Pledge, Rapid Bite, Essence Scatter, Goblin Motivator, Walking Corpse, Mind Rot, Lava Axe, Greenwood Sentinel, and Explosive Apparatus. Then we've got Enigma Drake, Surge Mare, which has the best type ever. It is a creature, horsefish. They could just call it a seahorse, but no, it's a horsefish. Rise from the Grave, and a Death Baron. He's out rare, so 3 mana 2/2 zombie wizard. Skeletons you control and other zombies you control get +1/+1 and have Death Touch. I do like the way it specifies skeletons as well. And the fact it gives everything Death Touch. This could be really good. And he's a wizard. So last couple of packs. See if we can finish on a high. Starcrown Stag, Talons of Wildwood, Avenwind Mage, Tormenting Voice, Infectious Horror, Pegasus Courser, Thornhide Wall, Skyscanner, Rustwind Falcon, and Anticipate. Then we've got Murder, Aether Shield Artificer, Double Cast, and Izareth the Awakener. So 3 mana, 3/3, Legendary Human Wizard. She has Death Touch. Whenever she attacks, you may pay X. When you do, return target creature card with converted mana cost X from your graveyard to the battlefield with a corpse counter on it. If that creature would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else. Yeah. I mean, 3 mana, 3/3 with Death Touch is already really, really good. And then paying X when she attacks is just pure upside, really. Good value card. And the final pack. So, Gallant Cavalry, Giant Spider, Wall of Mist, Viashina Pyromancer, Abnormal Endurance, Cancel, Vampire Neonate, Onike Ogre, Wall of Vines, Gargoyle, Sentinel. We're going to have a foil in this pack. Psychic Corrosion, Recollect, and Sigilled Sword of Valoron. 3 mana artifact, which is equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+0 and has Vigilance and is a knight in addition to its other types. Whenever a equipped creature attacks, create a 2/2 white knight creature token with Vigilance that's attacking. And the equip cost is 3. That's actually fairly powerful. Swinging every turn and getting an extra 2/2 is very good value, and it just keeps generating the value. So yeah, nice. You got Woodland Stream and a foil Rupture Spire. That looks awesome. Nice. So yeah, we ended on an alright high, I would say, with that foil Rupture Spire and a couple of alright rares in the last bit. So I think it's quite nice that you're getting the dual lands. Don't know how many we got in there. It's looking like about a third, possibly a little bit more. Let's go 2/5. We've got some decent foils as well. Like I said, the quality of the foils is nice, much better than it used to be. And our rares were all over the place. Our rares weren't bad, I don't think. We've got some pretty awful ones, but nothing. There's some good ones as well. And Mythics. The 2 Planeswalkers of Ajani and Lily. So there's one for every colour as well. So you've got Sarkhan in red, Tezzeret in blue, and Vivian in green. And then you've got like Nicol Bolas, who is all 5 colours and is a flip card, which is kind of cool. And then there's also the Elder Dragon cycle as well, which is also quite cool. And I think we got a decent one in the Defender Dragon. So yeah, overall, pretty good box. So remember, you can buy and sell all the cards you've seen in the video, as well as everything else from Core Set 19 on our website, bigorbitcards.co.uk. Stay tuned for more Magic Core 19 videos. We'll be doing the entire series, so all the Planeswalker packs, all of the like Devil's Toolkit and Fat Packs and things like that. Sorry, bundles, not Fat Packs. So yeah, stay tuned for more. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.